Yo, what's up? This is Kujo the Savage, and you're tuned into the Blocc Report. Bow!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Blocc Report. It's your boy Kicks.
It's your boy Sticky Brown.
And your boy Half Ounce.
And we got a special guest in the building today. We got the one, the only Kujo the Savage. What's up, Cujo? Welcome to the Blocc.
What's cracking, guys?
Hot.
No strings attached, but my homies, we came to trip. Sold it back for 5 digits. Homie, now that's a sip, I take the click up at 7-Eleven. Called the Reverend, bustin' 211s. I'm 211s and shot the Reverend. That's 311s. Amber feeling that reggae. Bob shot the sheriff. 25 with the LA. Y'all still with me? Exhale, no Whitney. Shove a spirit to Brittany. Yeah, she's still lucky to have a kidney. In big place, yo soy the coach. I've been having dreams of me whipping the post. I survived the worst. Como una roach. I can't stand these hoes, they be doing the most. Mind on my money, yeah, that be my first and last thing. I need cha-ching, like a Chino's first and last name. I used to run a fucking muck, yeah, that's the past, man. Lots of bitch and then you die, yeah, that's the fast lane. Spread them legs open, hitting guts like I'm Rambo. Mommy knows that I'm that motherfucker that she runs to. Tired of these lanes, baby daddy getting spun to. I could give a fuck about what you think before I blunt talk. Tipping purple, leaning like a cholo when I gun walk. I know this bitch Mickey, she was buzzing when I met her. 40 in the hand, bad B, I'm a sweater.
Kujo the Savage, coming out the city of Gardena. Well, you already know. It's a dog thing. I'm a rapper, man. I'm a rapper that happens to be Chicano.
That's right.
I know you have a deep story, bro. So let's start at the beginning, man. You know, when did Kujo start rapping?
I started rapping around 15, 16 years old, if I'm not mistaken. I never had any plans to rap. I was just out there with the homies, with my cousins in the streets, and I tell a story pretty often, but because that question comes up pretty often. But me and my cousin, the one, not the one that came with Looney, but his brother Gunner, we were just in like the alley, and we were just fucking around. I think we just like beat some fool up or something, and then we fucking ran to the pad to where they stayed at, right there on Crenshaw and 154th, and then it was like dinner time. My aunt had just got in cooking like spaghetti, and then my cousin Looney that I came with, that's the one who taught me how to rap. So he's right there, and I thought this fool was doing homework, so he's right there writing, and then like I'm right here, and we're like helping him like. And I'm like, what the fuck you doing for homework? You know, because I was like, fuck you doing for your homework? Like, and then he was like, nah, I'm writing rhymes, which made sense because he had his earphones in. So I was like, oh shit. I was like, well, let me hear it, fool. And he spit it, and I sat down. I was eating my food, I was listening to him. He's like, look, this is what I got. And he was telling me like, whoa. And I was like, that shit's tight, fool. You know, I was like his ¡1 fan right there. Like, that's right, fool, can't do that shit. And then he was like, try it, fool. And I was like, nah, I'm cool. Fuck that. I'm a genie, fuck that shit. You know, and he's like, nah, fool, just try it, fool. You probably surprise yourself. So I'm like, fuck it. Passed me the pen and paper. He took the earphones out and he played the beat. I can't really remember what beat it was, and so we started writing, and I had some like Joe Schmo ass fucking rhyme. But him just being his partner, he was like, that shit was dope, fool. No, that shit was horrible, dog. That shit was fucking just sucked, you know? And then, but what had happened is I fell in love. Because it was like a puzzle to me. So like I knew that it sucked, but I was like, but that shit was fun. And like I didn't have to like drink or like smoke to do it, and it gave me like a high, you know. So I went home, I wrote another one that same night, like another little verse. Sucked. Next day, wrote another one. Sucked. But this fool was like hell yeah, fool, you're getting better already.
Pumping you up.
Yeah, but because I always listened to a lot of music though, so I knew how I needed to write it, and I knew I could say that those parts were natural, just like he says too. My cousin Looney says like, fool, you just always had it, like from when you started, like yeah, your words were like, oh, all right, but your flow and the way you rolled the beat, and you like I was already doing advanced shit like within a month of doing it.
So like you were natural to the shit.
In a way, yeah.
Putting together those
say,
puzzle pieces. Yeah.
So they say like I was already double timing in a month. Yeah. Like you know, creeping about it, you know, like all that shit, but the words were like, you can say some better shit, you know what I mean? So just practicing. So it got to a point where I was writing literally a verse a day, and it went from that to a song a day. Nice. Like, and that's how I got really good with my lyrics. And I would set like challenges for myself. Like, okay, on this one, I'm gonna open up a dictionary and every fucking like word, not every word like through the bar, but every punchline, every fucking key word in that bar needs to come from this dictionary. So then you start learning more words and you just get fucking like, I'm the cynical criminal, like it starts coming.
And get that vocab going,
So when I started double timing more often, sounds stupid probably to some people, but like I imagine like the Jungle Book, like the bouncing ball. So like if I had line paper, it'd be dope because I could explain it better. But so here's a line paper, right? And no matter what the beat is, whether it's a dong 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 or dong 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 dong, like no matter what it is, those same counts are always gonna be the same for the bar. 1, 2, 3, 1, or 1, 2, 3, 1. It's always gonna be the same. So it's gonna be 4, and then that's the bar, you know. 4 counts, and then that's the line. But see, at first I looked at it that way, but what it turned into is now my brain already knows it's just a sentence to me, like sentence, 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 sentence. And sometimes I don't know. I'm getting too advanced for the beginners, but like so imagine line paper, and you just gotta fit. Like I fell in love with the puzzle of having to fit it in, and I could fit it in any way I wanted to. It was like Tetris with words on. I could fit it in any way, and but the bouncing ball had to sound right. You know what I mean?
The tempo.
Yeah, because if I said I'm cruising down the street and I'm a cynical criminal, instead of like cruising down the street, cynical criminal, like I knew that okay, I'm using good words, but I need to shift this a millisecond later and put like a instead of the cruising down the street, I'm the cynical criminal. Like I knew to like prolong a vowel or like
so it fit the bar
exactly perfectly.
Rhyme schemes.
Yes. So I think I was just blessed with that.
So did you like read it? That was just something natural that came to you?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I don't want to sit here and be like, yeah, I was just, it just came to me, homie. Like nah, fucking, like, I worked at it, I fell in love with it, though. Because if you're not in love with this shit, you're only going to go so far. Like, this is a sport to me.
What were you bumping at the time that was influencing you? What did young Cujo have in his ear at the time?
Shit. Cycle Realm, Conejo, Brownside, Proper Dose. That's just the Chicanos. I was also, at that time, listening to, like, mainstream shit. Like YG's The Re-Up came out at that time. Nipsey Hussle came out with the fucking album in red. What is that shit called? Fucking Check Me Out's on it.
That's when he's like
yeah.
The Marathon.
Check Me Out.
No, it wasn't the Marathon. It was Crenshaw.
Yeah, I think it was Crenshaw.
Crenshaw.
He came out with that one. Kendrick, I think, was coming out with like he was doing shit with Dom Kennedy at that time. So like I was influenced by kind of like all that shit at once. But I knew what I wanted to do. My favorite shit was 90s rap, so I knew I was gonna start at the beginning of the evolution of hip hop because I already the newer shit and still to this day it's child's play. It's easy.
Yeah, it is.
Like that shit.
Anyone
like
can do it.
Yeah, like if anything, it's a challenge for me to like blend the two worlds because now like the 90s sound you can only go so far with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at that time I didn't know that. But a lot of people do this 90s sound shit. It's cool, but it's only gonna take you so far before mainstream executives are gonna be like, okay, but we need you to get on this Cardi B type beat. You know what I mean? What you gonna do? So I already knew to like transfer to like.
Yeah.
So these words I use, I can fit them here, right? And at first it was a challenge for me, but then it started to become so fucking easy to me. Like damn fool, because these beats are so like a little bit slower, and it's all about that knock that I could bounce these syllables off the wall like it sound crazy, but. The problem with that is a lot of fools are too fucking stupid to know what the fuck I'm saying. So now I have to dumb it down for people. You know what I mean? Because like when it came to like language arts in middle school or fucking English class, I was always good. Now see.
You propelled it.
This is your vocabulary.
Yeah. Like I was always good. I always was. I won't say the top of the class, but probably like in the top 3 of when we write essays, when we write stories, short stories. Like you have to make it up. I was always really good at that. So that came in effect when I'm telling the story now. Not necessarily like I'll never make it up when it comes to my music because it's got to be me, But it allowed me to project it. It allowed me to close my eyes and like even though I know the video when I film it won't capture what I'm seeing, I need them to capture what I'm seeing when they close their eyes and hear it.
That's a
you know what I'm saying?
See my vision.
Like if I'm envisioning sunsets, palm trees, and all that shit, okay, that's corny though. But I'm gonna envision a palm tree swaying this way to the left, and the car was yellow and had some 20s on it that were gold, shining bright like somebody's grill. Like I'm gonna paint it for you. Like it's all about the imagery. And as I was walking to it, and my OG was driving, I dropped my strap, picked it up, and he yelled at me for packing the strap because I'm so young. You know what I mean? Like, paint the picture for him. It's like a movie, but you got to close your eyes and watch it. You know what I mean? Since I was like 15 or 16 years old, I would. Sorry, Mom, I'm gonna say what happened, but my mom used to buy me and the homies beer, cigarettes, whatever. Like, she didn't give a fuck.
She did what?
Hey, as long as we would shut the fuck up and leave her ass alone and get her some beer too, she didn't give a fuck. Like, we were good, so we'd be in the back. So it started out like we'd be in the back bumping shit, like bumping beats and shit, like kicking it, right, but not really writing yet. But it started to become times where my cousin couldn't really, like, they weren't over at the time or whatever, and I'd be like, fuck, I want to write. So I would get a bunch of beer. I'd go in my backyard, and my backyard at night is like dead. It's like dead grass. Look how grimy looking, right? And I would pretend that there was a crowd there to see me.
You pictured like a whole sea of people.
I would picture I was Conejo. I would picture that I was Big Duke and Sick Jack from Psycho Realm. As I'm hearing their songs, like scandalous, I'm scandalous. I would pretend that they knew who I was and they brought me on stage to perform it, or like Conejo, like there were times, you know what I mean? Like I would be saying those things, you know what I mean? Or Brownside, gang related. I'd be acting like I was Toker, you know, like just for the confidence, right? So after I would listen to those little songs or whatever, getting drunk, I'm already hearing what they're saying. And I'm getting my energy for the beat that I'm gonna write to in my head. So what I do is, and I do it to this day, but now my mom's taking care because I got my own motherfucking place now. So I'll be on the balcony, right? But back then I'll be outside for like 4 or 5 hours, like from fucking 11 o'clock to like 3, 4 in the morning, and I'll have the beat on repeat, boom, 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 in my ears, and I'll be just like this, and it'll just come to me like, so when a punchline comes to me, or like each bar literally is in my head, and then I write it down, and I'll do it that way, and then I'll have like 1 verse for the night, or 2 verses for the night, depending, you know what I mean, on what I'm writing about. But so now, even to this day, like I'll go out on my balcony. You know, my son's mom will tell you, like I buy a 12-pack very often, like 3, 4 times a fucking week, like 3, 4 times a week. When my son's asleep and they're asleep, I go outside. I'm on the balcony. I'm smoking cigarettes with my AirPods on. And I'm listening to the beats, and I'm just doing it again. Like the shit I spit for you guys before. Like I'm legit just right there getting drunk. Like damn, I need some crazy shit to say.
Just start
and it starts coming to me, and I'm like, okay. So if I look at that bear, in one sentence, how can I say 3 things that have to do with the bear? You know what I mean? Like I'm Pau Gasol rocking a Grizzly jersey, and I fucking, you know, and I dunked on him because I'm a bear. Like, okay, those are like, that's kind of whack right now because it's off the top, but that's like a double entendre or a triple entendre depending on how many things you can put in one sentence. So, you know what I mean? It's not just saying one thing direct. It's saying one line that means 3 different things or 2 different things. That's what makes you special. And I feel like that's what makes me special.
A lot of cats right now have no clue what entendre means. You know that, right?
It means like when you're saying when you say one thing but it has 2 meanings. Okay, here's an example. This is an example I always give to everyone when they don't know what a double entendre is or when they don't know like what I'm saying. What do you get from this? I'll leave you. This is a mortal technique, if I'm not mistaken. I'll leave you full eclipse like the moon blocking the sun. I'll leave you full eclipse, but I'll leave you full eclipse like the moon blocking the sun. That's 2 different things you said in one bar. So you write like that, because when you write like that, they can't hate on us for being Chicano, because we're that good. You know what I'm saying?
I want to take it back a little bit with you, Cujo. Man, what middle school did you go to?
I went to Casimir.
Casimir?
Yeah, I was in Torrance.
Okay. Did you always live in Torrance, or?
My mom lived in Torrance, like right on the borderline of Gardena and Torrance, right there. When I was a kid, Gardena was bad, so they didn't want me going to the schools right there. Even obviously you don't want your kid, you know what I mean? Yeah. It was a lot worse at that time. So she moved us to Torrance, but it was like right on the fucking borderline, like 2 main streets away from where the fuck we were at. Like you swear, like it's gonna make a fucking big difference. And for the most part, my dad he had put me like in karate and shit, so I got these mean ass hands. And then fucking my mom put me in like basketball. So I pursued basketball like growing up. I always knew what was going on, like hood shit wise, not like hood shit. I knew what was going around. I knew what it was, and I was like, oh shit, that's just for real, you know. But for the most part, I tried to just be a regular kid, you know. Play basketball was really good. And then when I got to high school, I went to North Torrance High because where we lived at, I couldn't go to Gardena High. That's where I wanted to go because I knew I could start varsity older, but the coach even told me because I used to go to this gym in Gardena. Like I was always in Gardena my whole life, like going over there.
That's your home.
Yeah, like going over. That's my home, dude. Like my mom had a house in Torrance, but that was like it was home, but it wasn't home, dog. You know what I mean?
You know, you make home where you want to
Yeah.
make home at. That's right.
So, high school comes around, fucking grades start dropping, fucking, I start kind of getting into it with the coach or whatever, and fucking, I get kicked off the team. I'm just fucking up, fool. I start smoking cigarettes. I start smoking weed. I'm just kind of going like I'm self-destructing on purpose because, like, I wasn't getting the attention, you know, at home that I needed or the support. Like, it's all right, you know, you failed the class or whatever, you know, because I was taking it serious, you know, I was trying. And it paid off now, you know what I mean?
Bro,
I'm not
look at
stupid
you right
motherfucker,
now.
you know what I mean? So, but, fucking, so I was just spiraling out of control, and then eventually, you know, I wasn't getting the support, so I went to where I knew I was going to get the support, which was the streets. Started kicking it with certain homies, started kicking it with my cousins, started, you know, running around a lot more, and then, you know, one thing led to another, and that's that, but I'm not going to get too into that, but, you know, pretty much that's, like, I will say, like, sophomore year is when I kind of just went down, and so I kind of gave up on basketball. I didn't really know what to do with myself, so I was like, fuck, I'm going to be a good-ass gangbanger. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm good at fighting. You know, I was like, I'm good at socking fools out. So, like, you know, I didn't even know that until fucking they were jumping my cousin one day and I beat that fool's ass. I was like, I can fight. You know what I mean? Like, oh, hell yeah.
It's like finding out you had a
homie.
superpower.
Hey, homie.
Look at these
Real shit.
hands.
Hey, I started walking different after that and everything. I started walking my chest down and everything. Fucking, hey, but that needed to happen. That happened for a reason. You know what I mean? I would have never gained the confidence as a man. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I was one of those fools where it's like, oh, you know, like, oh, I don't want to get down with you. At that time, you know, because I was just a basketball player. So I'd be like, oh, you know, when I fucking beat that fool's ass and I seen like, oh, shit, being a G ain't that hard. Fucking, like, I like this shit. Like, fucking all the fucking hyenas around me now. Hell yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, it happened for a reason. But I think it was good because I became someone who I always wanted to be, but I never had the confidence to do it while being a basketball player and, you know what I mean, being a good kid or whatever. But when I had nothing else and I had to be like that, you know what I mean? Because fools gonna punk on you, you know? So it made me who I am today. So I'm kind of glad that my life went that way. And then now I'm doing music, you know? And I have stories to tell that are authentic. So it all happens for a reason. We would do songs a day. And we actually made a group at that time. It was called Symmetry. Like the lines of symmetry, because me and him are the same, but we're different. You know what I mean? So he came up with that name, but the way it was spelled was like symmetries, like SIMMATRE. So and then we had that name for like a good year or two, and then we were just putting out songs, and they were doing good, but we couldn't really get out of the local, because at that time, especially like how the game is now, it wasn't like that. Like you couldn't get out unless you knew a Capone or a criminal, or like that's the only way. And honestly, like some people may not agree, but I don't really give a fuck because I know it's true. The homie Shady Boy even said this, dog. I was probably the one to fucking spark the new fucking with Gardena's Best Kept Secret. Because before I came out, it was the same old honky-tonky fucking, oh, you know, I'm a gangster, you know. But when I came out with that, I've been told this a lot of times that subconsciously, people feel like I inspired other artists, especially my age, to come out.
That's right.
And to spit their shit and be like, oh, hell yeah. So we don't got to be chunti? Fuck yeah. Like it's cool that we can be Chicano rappers and like spit our shit, you know? Because when I went to High Power, it was like, it was like a lot of rappers that weren't like, the game wasn't like this. You only really had like King Little G, Drummer Boy, YBE. And that was really like, I mean, there's no disrespect to anybody because I'm going off the top of the dome right now. That was pretty much it, dog. Like that was like the only good sound coming from Chicano rap at that time, you know what I mean? But then you have the homie Bozo who came out. Then you have me, and then you have FKM, and so we all came out at the same time. But I know for a fact when Gardena's Best Kept Secret came out, I showed the game what's up.
You birthed this.
Yeah, and I feel like I did. You know what I mean? And people have told me that too. Like I can count on 10 hands.
That's right.
You know, like when you came out, youngster, like the game kind of just altered the look, like on a lyrical level. Like oh shit, raising the bar in a way.
Now, when you were with High Power, obviously
Here it comes.
Obviously,
Here it comes.
obviously, your lyrical standard was higher than most. You know, than most of these cats, and I'm just being real. How, did they treat you different? Did some homies hate? Did some homies come at you with he's trying to sound black or anything like that?
You know what it was? Look, I could tell you an example of how like to answer your question better in an example of what happened. So when I first started coming around, Capone knew what I could do, but he didn't really get my best tracks. the homie that was sending them to him was sending them like watch, we're gonna surprise even this fool. He was sending the ones that were good, but they weren't like he didn't get no Gardena's Best Kept Secret and shit. Not till later on. But so he knew I was good. He wanted me. He said, yeah, bring the homie on, put him on the camp or whatever. And I would start going with them to shows, but like as like the way that fool does it is like you're like a little like backup, you know, like you're a little security guard. You're like you're a street team. He treats him like a street team if you ain't really doing it. You know what I mean? Right. So I was new, so I would back up Pinks to like a show or like back up fucking him. I remember I went all the way to Santa Barbara, and I was supposed to perform there and I didn't because I didn't have a fucking CD or whatever. Some stupid shit, right? But I remember that day. I was the way that the people that were there looked at me like, who are you? Like, what the fuck? Who are you? Like, I got like I don't fuck with you. Like they didn't know who I was or what I was about, but they knew that I was on the squad, you know? Mm-hmm. So they were like, nah, I got a mean ass cold shoulder, fool. Like when you walk into a party full of autos you don't know. And so they're kind of just like, you know? But it was like in a negative way. It was.
Tested you though, right?
So Gardena's Best Kept Secret comes out, and that shit was over with. Nice. What's up, my boy? As if we shook hands last time. You know what I mean? The only one that was genuine to me, dog. Well, there was two. They were genuine. Was Bozo and FKM. Those fools were genuine as fuck from the start. You know what I mean? Bozo came right up to me. I already knew who Bozo was, you know, like from his raps or whatever. And me and him still have a great relationship today. We're both on Fam First together, so you know that's just shout out to Fam First. Stevie, my boy, we made it. No, but fucking So I started getting treated different immediately after that song came out. Like I sensed it. Like fools knew who I was. They wanted to see what I was about. You know, they were curious. You know.
Did they know you as Tyrant?
At that time, yeah. At that time, I was Tyrant because I didn't know what the fuck to call myself. I had a whole bunch of fucking names, and then one of my older homeboys was like, nah, that sounds dumb. Nope. So I'm like,
what was one of give us an example?
Fuck, I can't even remember, dog. Like I had a whole bunch like of just names. I was like, well, I don't fucking care what I call myself. Like, like it doesn't even matter, you know. But fucking so anyway, I went by Tyrant. Then I ended up fucking. There's a whole story, fool. I ended up fucking that fool when I tried to leave, cause I didn't like the way shit was going down. I didn't like the way he conducts his business. I didn't like the way that he doesn't let you be you. I didn't like the way that they didn't let you like have your own freedom. It's what that fool wants, and that's it, you know. Mm-hmm. And I've never let myself be controlled, and unless you're, you know, one of them guys, you know what I mean. Yeah, no one's gonna ever tell me what to do, you know. Yeah. So I had a problem with that kind of. Like at first I let it slide, but then I started having a problem with that because it's like people start trying to micromanage your life, you know. Right. And I wasn't cool with that, so I tried to leave, and then I had to change the name because he didn't want to let me take the name. Oh man. He didn't want to let me take the name, and he had said some shit like, oh well, if you take the name, then you know like the contract and something. Man, fuck that contract, fool, you know. And so I was forced to change my name, and even then, I was like, what the fuck am I gonna call myself again? God damn it. You know, like I fucking hate this name shit, you know. Yeah. So I was with Misfit. It was me, Misfit, and there's a group called Enox. Well, there's a member from that group called his name's Wailu. He was there. And we were, I believe we were editing Overkill. Because I didn't have my name yet. When we filmed that video, I didn't have my name yet. I don't think so. But FKM was in the studio like a couple days before. FKM's the one that gave me the idea for Overkill. Right. Like to kill off Tyrant and then just rebirth. So shout out to FKM. He gave me that idea. That's right. To do it because I was like, oh, fuck, I don't know. I'm just going to come out, you know. So fucking yeah, shout out to him for that. But then a couple days later after we filmed the video, I still didn't know what I was going to call myself. And then Wailu from Enox was like, I was saying dumbass names, fool, like something, the Beast. And I was like, oh, no, that's fucking Baldy, though. Baldy, the Balachi, the Baldy. I'm like, fuck, something, I was like, something the fucking terrifying. Nah, that's whack. And then fucking the homie was like, well, you're from Dogtown, the killer dog. You should call yourself Cujo, fool. And I was like, alright, that's it. But I was like, I'm going to spell that shit with a K, though.
We're now, right?
Yeah, I'm signing Fam First.
Okay, signing Fam First. Yeah. But if say your contract had came up and you were able to sign with anybody else, who would you sign with?
Honest answer is I would want to stay Fam First till the end. But there's only very few labels that I would consider. But if that ever did come, the CEO of Fam First, Stevie, he would be my manager. That's right. With me, like if I leave, and I would have that talk with him. Because that fool picked me up, like, after the whole Misfit. Like, okay, me and Misfit had our shit, yeah. But then Misfit went with Conejo. I was gonna go with Brownside. Toker died, rest in peace. So I was kind of just left in the fucking purgatory, and that fool swooped me up. You know what I mean? And it was me and Bozo, and fucking Bozo had been killing it. And so, and then I got a chance to do my thing, and, he believes in me a lot, and he does a lot for me, man. Fun fact about Stevie, this is the kind of CEO that he is for his people that are on his label. This is how much love he shows his artists. I couldn't find an apartment because my credit wasn't great, you know what I mean? And I had got kicked out. Me and my mom had gotten into it. I just had my son, and my son's mom was staying with me. We kind of got into it over some shit. We got kicked out, and we were like in hotels for a little bit, and I was like draining all the savings I had like on these fucking hotels,
Man, yeah.
And we were on a couch for like a couple days. Now, this is what a fucking CEO should do. Not should do, but like, thank God he's like that, because more CEOs should do this. He went and put his credit on the line for me to get an apartment. That's how I got my apartment.
Damn, that's dope.
Man, that's
He co-signed for me to get an apartment. My mom wouldn't co-sign. My aunt wouldn't co-sign. Nobody. And I don't blame them, but like, they never had my fucking back anyway. You know what I mean? So I didn't expect them to. But
It's crazy how that support you get.
yeah, and I didn't even really ask him. I just brought it up to him what I was doing. He's like, "What's wrong, fool? Why y'all fucking all fucking llorón and shit?" You know? I was like, "Nah, I'm just going through it. For I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like, I have no fucking money. I was working, but all my shit was drained. So I was like, I don't want to do it." He's like, "Man, check this out, fool. We're gonna do this album, homie. I'm gonna cash you out. Racks. Get yourself an apartment. I'll co-sign for you." Gangsta ass fool.
Damn.
Steve Hernandez, fan first. Stevie.
That's right.
Shout out Steve.
Shout out to
Real ass fool.
What would you think the game would be if Chicanos truly backed each other up?
Oh, we would be strong because we would share connections. I would be like, "Hey, fool, I just got a song with the homie Yellow Hill, my boy. Hey, fool. Hey, I know you're good enough to get on. I'm gonna tell the homie. And fucking, we might have to come out of pocket a little bit, but it'll be worth it, my boy. I'm gonna hook you up with that." No, we ain't gonna do that shit, fool. Why? So you could get up on me? I mean, not me personally. I'm just saying that's how a lot of homies are. Like, for what, my boy? I want to be the only fool with that shit. How'd you get that, my boy? I want people to ask me that.
Ain't that
It
crazy?
makes you feel good. You know what I mean? It makes you feel superior than everyone else. Rather than, "Hey, my boy, yeah, I'll try to hook it up, fool, but he has to hear your shit and like it. Don't put it on me." You know what I mean? I'll. And then if he likes it, he likes it. If not, it's not on me no more, fool, because this is what's getting me where I gotta go, fool. Not the head games, fool. Leave the head games for the jail, fool, for prison. That all that head game shit. That's all this shit is, fool. It's like chess, fool. And we're playing chess all right now.
Yeah.
And who's gonna come out on top, fool? I'm gonna play with your head, play with your head. I'm gonna make you fools not like each other. I'm gonna click up with this fool, and then I'm gonna get cool with you, so you could. And all you fools are right there, fool. And I'm gonna play innocent guy.
So,
I mean, that's how it is.
That's how it's gonna go, guys.
Well, it's like high school, fool. You guys went to high school, it's like fucking high school. I mean, it's the same shit, fool, but you gotta be careful, fool. You gotta be careful, dog, because they will get mad, like, motherfuckers will mask up on you, and you would never expect them, dog. They will, fool. They will mask up on you at a fucking event. You're partying, having a good time, because you did something that you didn't think was that bad, but they feel like it's that bad, and now they want to fucking get down with you or smoke you. You gotta be, like real careful, fool. It's not like we're all from the same bottle where like we're gonna get over it. We should act like that, but
That's what happened to
it's
Blackie.
not like we're all from different
Blackie
places.
Fontana, right?
Blackie Fontana got killed, remember? At that one.
Hey, it fucking happens, man. Like that's what I'm getting at. Like that kind of shit, it happens, man. So and I feel like with Chicano rap, no one gives a fuck when it happens. Vlad don't post that shit. Vlad TV don't give a fuck.
Yep.
No Jumper don't give a fuck who died.
Yeah.
Oh, but if it's no offense, but if it's someone on the mainstream, it's all over, my boy. We having
Not
fucking
not even the Chicanos we have on the radio station even.
yeah,
really
they're
show-
having
they don't
fucking
show-
candlelight vigils for him and all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? Like, but for us, we don't matter, fool. Look, we don't matter until every one of us are bringing it, fool. Like we're the ones that they don't want to make it. We're the fucking ugly stepchild, fool. You gotta come with it, fool. So much that if they I always say, you gotta come so hard that if they don't accept you, they look like a hater. So they have to accept you. That's how good you are. We all gotta be like that.
That's
the only way
that's
we're
a good
gonna
way to
get
look
in.
at it.
Yeah, it is.
That's the only way we're gonna
Like,
get in. Fool.
like you know, like shout out like CC the Mamacita. I like what
Shout
she
out
did.
to her, fool.
I like what she did with Baldacci
Hey,
with the
yes,
fucking
yes.
the
And I just heard that
drops.
shit the other day.
yeah.
Hey, CC, shout out to you, homegirl, because that shit, that
was love.
to them, that might be like, oh, it was nothing. That's
That's
huge.
big. That's big to us.
That is fucking huge. The homie Baldy, I heard him on the radio. I was fucking happy as fuck.
Every day.
The homie's doing it, like, because we work hard. We work harder.
We work hard to be in the spot that we are.
We work harder than the mainstream motherfuckers because they have people setting it up for them. We gotta fucking spend our money. We gotta go do the footwork. We gotta fucking run our mouthpiece and network. We gotta fucking. I had to drive to Riverside tonight to do this for you guys, and I'm from the Ha. You know what I mean? Like we have to. It's not set up for us. I don't have a limousine and fucking you know. You know what I mean? So if we want this shit, we gotta bring that shit.
Let me ask a question, dog. Let me ask a question.
I'm getting real hype up in this
So now,
bitch.
all right. Now look.
I get passionate. If I get passionate, fool, I get passionate. That shit gets me high, fool. Cause people be fucking cupcaking, homie. Like fuck all that, fool.
That's your love, man.
Hey, just how you fools are on the streets, you fools should be like that with the pen, fool. Like, and if that's not for you, well then this shit ain't for you.
I think we don't get the support that we need just because we get labeled as Chicano rap because we're already Mexican or Hispanic.
Yeah, hey, even then, hey, I'm like Tom Cruise. Yeah, nah, hey, fucking, hey, straight up, fool. I'm glad you said that because, and I said it a gang of times, but I feel like people don't catch on when I say that shit because, fucking, we're boxing that motherfucker no matter what, fool.
Yep. Until
you break out, you're that until proving something else, and everyone's like, nah. How you gonna tell me? How you gonna tell Misfit? How you gonna tell? We identify ourselves. I'm a rapper that happens to be Chicano. But how the fuck you gonna tell me, someone like, you know, no, my boy, nah, you can't. It's not that easy, my boy. When I upload this bitch to fucking Spotify, what's it under? Chicano rap.
Yeah.
Did I put the motherfucker on that? No, they did it. So you're that until proving something else. Wow. So that's why you gotta start singing. That's why you gotta start fucking. Do some rock shit like Misfit be doing that guitar shit. That shit's tight. Yeah. But he's doing it. You know what I mean? We're versatility. Yeah, we're like in this fucking lane. Like, okay, it's like we're just fucking this bitch. Like, oh, with the business, my boy. And I want to fuck this bitch. I want to fuck this rocker bitch. I want to fuck this little acoustic bitch. And I want to fuck this singing bitch. And I want to fuck this other crazy ass demonic bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we need to have avenues because all these other mainstream motherfuckers got different avenues of what the fuck they're doing. You know what I mean? Them fools take it serious. But see. Here's the thing is they got a lot of help too. They have a lot of people set shit up for them, like I said before, but they take it serious though. They're taking advantage of their moment, you know what I mean? With us is we haven't even got our fucking moment. We gotta earn our fucking moment. And shout out to the homies that are. The homies that I've mentioned. Like we are. You know what I mean? And I know some people might be like, man, shut the fuck up, Kujo. You ain't made a fucking song in like 6 months. Homie, I got real shit going on in my life. I'm trying to get to it when I can, but I do take it serious. I write every fucking day. Just about. At least fucking 14 bars, fool. Like, but you guys don't know that because I don't have a chance to go put it out because life is happening to me and I don't have mommy and daddy to help me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to give a sob story, but that's real life and I'll never keep it from the people who fuck with me, you know what I mean?
Let me ask you a serious question, bro. Like a serious fucking question.
Fool, I'm not gay.
The
Not
world,
fair.
the world got to know, bro.
What happened?
Flour or corn?
Flour.
That's right.
Corn's nasty, fool.
What?
You're
Hey.
talking about tortillas, right? Yeah, that shit's nasty, fool.
Yeah.
That shit's too dry, it's all smushy and like, that's just like chalk. Like when you bite into it, it's like, fuck. But the flour, that's where you can dip that motherfucker in, it gets all soggy
What's
and
your
shit,
favorite
right, that
food, dog?
motherfucker.
What's your favorite food?
I like birria.
Birria?
Okay.
That's right.
Quesabirria
Yeah,
tacos?
original like shredded bomb shit.
But beef or chivo?
Beef.
Quesabirria tacos?
I'll eat whatever the fuck.
As long
If
as
it's birria, I like that motherfucker. It could be Chivo too, I don't care.
Fruity Pebbles or Rice Krispies?
Fruity Pebbles.
That's right.
Rice Krispies like the fuck. Man. It's all like I like the colors when I was a kid. I'd be like, man, fuck, I'm gonna get the purple one. When they tell me to get the green one.
Abuelita or Ibarra?
I don't know. Plead the fifth.
He's like a chingo.
Or Choco Meal.
Yeah.
Quick or chocomil?
Quick or Choco Meal, yeah.
Plead the fifth.
I'll be doing the same too. But don't feel bad. Like, I got both at my house.
Oh man.
For real, bro.
Nah, I'll probably say my grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just passed, but yeah, she was like the fucking like I wish my mom was like her. You know what I mean? spend time with my son, even though sometimes he's a brat, but like I love that. I love my son so much, so I like spending time with him
Right,
a
your
lot.
family man's cool.
Even if my lady would be like, "Nah, you down?" Like, yes, I do. I almost said it, but yes, I fucking do.
That's right.
Yeah, no, fucking I love my son, and everything I do, everything I do, I'm still doing this for him. You know what I mean? For my own personal reasons that I won't state, but I'm still doing this for him because I have to make it. I have to get that bag. I have to. For him. Like, I have to. There's no way I'm not gonna do